Hello everybody. I know y'all see me posting all kind of videos like it's no tomorrow. But no matter what, everybody says, and I know people say don't worry about what people say, but I'm saying no matter what people says, that is my stress reliever. Actually, music is like a best friend to me. Music has got me through so much in my life. Like when I feel down, and I started feeling really depressed, the way that I learned to cope with a lot of stuff is music. My main thing I run to for my stress relief is normally like R&B, soul music. I'm from Baltimore, so Baltimore music. A lot of people don't understand our music, but music has been a great thing that has got me through so many tough times. And that being said, man, a lot of people don't want to believe it. I'm still in shock and I still can't believe it. But rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, brother. You had a great career. Your music was definitely one of the artists and music that touched my life. You made so many relatable songs that every time I went through stuff, I had to give homage to say, wow, like if it wasn't for your music, some days I just would have been really down. But every time I would push play, back in the day it used to be cassettes. Back in the day it was either cassette CDs, and then of course, cassette CD. And I think YouTube was out, but not like it is now. So I would mainly just pop a CD in or put a cassette in the boombox and just be like, yeah, man, this guy, he spit some real stuff. But what I want to say in this video, and is mainly just to say, please don't take your past traumas to your grave. I thought of this one because sometimes I catch myself doing it, and I've seen my mom do it. I've seen my auntie do it. Like my sisters and them, they still holding on to some stuff that I hope that they let go. And I'm not too sure because I didn't know DMX personally, but they said that he overdosed on drugs, and y'all know he had an up and down thing with doing drugs. And I think they say he overdosed to where I think he had a heart attack, and then he went into a coma. And like I said, a lot of people I know, including some of the people that I just named, they either use alcohol to numb the pain, they use either weed or coke or dope or ecstasy pills. They use some kind of substance to numb the pain when it just makes it worse, or it will kill you. So I understand that when it comes to saying don't do this, don't do that, blah, 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 it's easy said than done, which it is. But every day you should make little baby steps that gradually leads up to you still living your life. You should not live your life on something that is past context. So it's like when you continually to dwell and you continually to think about things that happen to you, whether it's abandonment issues, whether it's you've been molested, whether it's you've been neglected, whether it is you have nobody, whether it is you don't feel love, whether it's you just feel like a failure. It's so many things that so many people hold on to, and they have the hardest time letting it go. And a lot of times, a lot of things that people do, they either take their problems out on somebody else, and the way they can take their problems out on somebody else is they'll either bully people, they'll either try to put people down, they'll either hate themselves. Like, it's a lot of self-hate going on. There's a lot of people that look themselves in the mirror and they don't like what they see because they hate themselves, because either they've been trained to hate themselves. A lot of times self-love is taught from childhood. Self-love is taught from childhood. It's taught from parents showing kids love by giving them a hug or giving them, I love you, son. Because sometimes there's a rumor to where they feel like, in order for a boy to be tough, you don't give him all this girly love. That makes him, no, you're strengthening a strong man to know how to accept love when he get a woman, and when he have kids, know how to pass the love on. So I've seen it, man. I've seen it so much to where it breaks my heart to see how so many people literally take to their grave the things they've been through. And a lot of stuff they take to the grave is from the childhood. That's why from baby up until really 25. Like, be careful, parents, how you treat your kids or lack thereof, because that can really destroy a child's life, to where when they grow up, they're not going to have a life, because they living in pain, they living in hurt, they living in lack thereof, or they're not functionable because they some hurt beings. They are broken souls. You got so many poor broken souls out here, and then that's why you got a lot of people questioning God. God is real. Whether you want to be an atheist or not, God is real. I don't care if you call him Yahshua. I don't care if you call him Jesus. I don't care what you call him. But regardless of what you call him, there is a God out there. So give credit where credit's due. Nobody never blames Satan for the bad things that go on today. They always so quick to blame God, as if God don't have an opposite, which is Satan. It's really crazy, because I just don't see why this world can't be full of love. Like, why can't we love each other and not judge each other, man? Why can't we uplift each other to better? Why can't, especially love our kids? A lot of this stuff is stemming from children, man. Like, we have got to take better care of our youth. We have got to take better care of each other. If you see a fellow brother down, pull him up. Hey, brother, it's going to be all right, man. Put that down. You better than that, man. We love you. I love you. But you know what I realized, too? Sometimes, no matter how much an outsider that's not your mother or your father that did the trespass try to love you and help you, sometimes if some people don't get the resolve, when I say resolve, if some people don't get the resolve from the people that did the trespassing, sometimes they will take it to the grave of the trespass if they don't try to find a better way to heal a wound. Because sometimes, like, let's just say somebody had a mom and the mother was never there. No matter how many other women try to be that mother figure or try to show love, it's not enough, because he's really looking for it from his mother. He has to fix that with his mother, and forbid that his mother passed away before the resolve happens, because now he's really going to take that to the grave, because there's no way he can resolve the issues that he had with his mother because she's gone. Or say he had a father that was never there, and a lot of kids take this hard, to where if the father is not in the child's life, some kids take it hard. And if he dies without resolve, now you're growing up with a void. You're growing up with a void, and you end up doing things like being overly sexualized. You're a womanizer, or you hate men, or you overly into men, where you let men mistreat. Like, it's so many mental things that people do to themselves because of these type of issues. That's why, and you know what, to be honest, I feel like that's one of my issues I dealt with. I really feel like my mother passed away, and she passed away without resolving things with all of her kids. But I've learned to be mature about it, to where I can't let that define who I am as a woman. You know, I still love my mom, and you know, at the end of the day, she is my mother, and the love I got for her, that don't determine the love that I have and had for her. So sometimes you have to learn that what is what is, and what was meant to be is what is meant to be. You cannot change what is. You cannot change what was meant to be. If it didn't happen that way, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. So that's why I really preach on live your life as you see fit. Don't live how somebody wants you to live. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to what you should be doing. Don't listen to the social norms. Don't listen to none of that crap. Because the only way you're going to find true happiness, if you live on your own terms. I don't care how stupid it looks. I don't care how unpopular it is. Do you, boo-boo. Do you. If it's putting a smile on your face, then do that, y'all. Do it. You only got one life to live, and I'm trying to tell you, you don't know when the time is up for you and me. So every day should be like, okay, what do Jane Doe want to do today? What do John Doe want to do today? What do I want to do where when I do it, I'm happy after I did it? There's no regrets. Stop doing things where you got so many regrets. That's another thing too. A lot of people are followers. A lot of people are influenced. And sometimes you let yourself get influenced negatively, to where you doing things trying to fit in because you got a void, or you doing things trying to be accepted because you got a boy. And then after a while, you end up regretting it. Like, dang, I know I was trying to fit in, but I shouldn't have did that. And sometimes you can take them regrets to the grave too, to where you regret it so much that you start beating yourself down because you did something that you knew you wasn't supposed to do, but because you have not fixed that void, you messed up. So I honestly feel like the way to deal with your problems, number one, don't try to numb it with a substance. Put that liquor down, man. Put that beer down, man. Don't try to numb it with the hard drugs, even weed. People say weed is harmful, but you got so many people addicted to weed to where if they don't get the weed, they irritated. If they don't get the weed, they can't even function, just like a coke addict can't function because they done smoke so much that you a weed addict. And there's a such thing as weed addict where some people do got to go to rehab for weed. Yeah, and then they're lacing weed nowadays with the hard stuff, and I honestly feel like that's why some people is getting truly addicted. So like I said, you know, first of all, get to know yourself. Get to know what you do want. Get to know what makes you happy. Find your freedom. A lot of times we're not living free. A lot of times we think that we free, and when you look at it, we not free. We stuck on a 9-to-5 job, which we gotta be because we got bills to pay. We stuck with somebody that we probably don't even want to be with, that make us sick to our stomach. We stuck raising kids. We stuck worrying about bills. You're not happy. You doing what you think you gotta do, and you do gotta do these things, but you need to find some me time to decide to where you can figure out who you are and what you want. Because until then, you're not living. You're existing. And there's nothing worse than existing. You're not happy. Like, you're not in your true state of being because you're existing. This is true. That's just what I'm trying to do right now. At this point in my life, I'm really in self-exploration. Like, I'm trying to explore who Pinky is. I'm trying to find out what makes Pinky happy to the fullest. I'm trying to find out what puts a smile on my face. I'm trying to fix my regrets. Like, I'm trying to fix just feeling neglected all my life. I'm trying to fix feeling rejected all my life. Like, yes, I go through all this, man. I go through feeling like nobody cares. I go through feeling like I don't have nobody. I go through feeling like nobody wants me. This is the stuff I deal with. But I'm not going to let that define me, and I refuse to take it to my grave. So my whole love is music. I like music. I like dancing. I like health. You know, I like fixing things with my hands. I don't care if it's fixing a car or building something that I just bought for my house. I love family life. You know, I like my kids. So my kids keep me going, to be honest with you. My kids and y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, YouTube keeps me going. Like, the fact that I don't have a lot of, like, other adults around me, that's why I'm on these social media platforms, because, and I keep saying this, y'all are family away from family. It keeps me going. This is part of what makes me happy. What makes me happy is socializing with y'all on these social media platforms. This is all I got for now. So if you're dealing with something, get to know yourself. Let yourself feel what it is you should feel. And after you allowed yourself to feel it, put it down. I'm giving you permission to say, it is okay. Let me walk up to you. It is okay. It is okay that after you felt the necessary feelings you're supposed to feel, it is okay. It is okay to grab that and put it down, baby. Please put that down. You cannot take this to your grave. Please. You got people that need you, man. You got your kids that need you. If you still got parents, you got parents that need you. If you ain't got parents and you ain't got kids, you need you. God needs you. I need you. You got sisters and brothers that need you. Maybe you got uncles and aunts that need you. Regardless, somebody needs you. Stop feeling like nobody cares. Because sometimes I feel like nobody cares, and come to find out, people do care. I got a lot of people that love me that I did not know love me. My siblings love me. I still got my dad. He loves me. Aunts and uncles love me. Y'all love me. And I'm sitting here like I ain't got no fucking body. Sometimes you play tricks on your own self. This thing right here, Be careful what you allow in your mind, because the thoughts that you think, that can be the thing that kill you too. That's why I said pay attention to the music you listen to. Pay attention to the movies you watch. Pay attention to the content you read. Pay attention to the negative, blood-sucking people you allow to try to steal your joy with negative insults that's not true. Come on, man. Break them chains. It's nothing but invisible chains, baby. Break them chains. So come on, y'all. Break those chains. Whatever life that you do have left, live it in joy. Live it in happiness. Find, you have to find it. It's not something that's given. Find your peace. Find your peace. Find your happiness. Find your joy. Find yourself. Find yourself. And find somebody, hopefully, that you can trust, or where you can talk about it, because talking about your problems helps a lot. And I ain't gonna front, if you don't have nobody, like you really don't have nobody you can trust or nobody you can talk to, shit, make a YouTube channel. Regardless if y'all clown me or not, me talking about my problems on a video, to me this is like a video diary. So it's almost like I'm talking to somebody without talking to somebody. So regardless, I'm talking about it to where I'm releasing it. It's off my chest now. So if you ain't got nobody, shoot, make a video. Maybe you ain't even got to put it on YouTube. Just make a video diary, or get a book, make a context diary, like a regular writing diary. And that's a form of getting it out. You have to get out your problem. You have to talk about, whether it's with a counselor, a trustworthy family or friend, or video, or writing it down. Get it out. So talk about it. Don't deny your feelings. Feel which, I don't care if you got a boo-hoo cry. If you have to boo-hoo cry just to get through it, that's part of processing. You have to process it. So talk about it. Allow yourself to feel how you should feel. And then after you feel what you needed to feel, and you done address the situation, grab it, put it down. After you put it down, move forward. And know that the past is not current. We are currently here. This is here. In this moment, this minute, this second, we are here, baby. We here. So whatever happened in 1990, whatever happened in 1989, and for you old folks, whatever happened in 1950, whatever happened in 1965, this is 2021. New era, new day. 2021 to 1995, that's two different things. So the only way that you are currently still in 1965 is because mentally you're putting yourself there. So today in 2021, focus on your breath. Focus on what's currently around you. Focus on that. Feel yourself. You're not that same person that you was in 1965. You're not the same person you was in 1991. You're not the same person you was in 1994. And I can guarantee you probably don't even look the same. So if you gotta look in the mirror just to verify that this is the current you, be current. Let it go. Stop thinking about it, because no matter how much you replay what happened, it's not going to change. What has happened has happened. It's not going to change. No matter how much you replay it, how much you say I wish it shoulda, coulda, woulda, it's not going to change. It's written in the books now. So let it go and move forward. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. You have to be. If you don't be, then you leading yourself to an early death. You leading yourself to the grave. So all right, guys, let me continue to be a mom. Let me continue to spend time with my boys. I'm trying to build them to where they don't never feel what I felt. I'm breaking the chains of my family curse. I'm showing, that's why I'm so focused on being a mother, because I know what it feels like to feel like your mom didn't care or your parents didn't care. So I want my kids to feel like that their mom, at least, because their dads are deceased. A lot of you ask, well, where are the fathers? Well, these last two boys I got, both of their fathers are deceased. They're dead. So I'm all they got. So since I'm all they got, I want to make sure that they feel loved, they feel cared for, they have good memories. So I'm breaking the family curse that what I've dealt with. I don't want them to deal with what I dealt with. So all right, guys, time is the essence. Let's make better time of it. Let's love each other, not judge each other, because I never judge y'all. And y'all know a sister love y'all. I love y'all with all my heart, but you're going to have to learn to love yourself and let God love you too. So all right, honeys, deuces.